different for you guys offensively in the second half compared to the first?
Well, obviously, with the way we made shots in the first half, you knew they were going to put more emphasis on the perimeter, Jacoby and and Nate, and we were getting what we wanted in the middle ball screen. We just didn't finish it, and at that point in time, we need more from our post guys, and but I thought both teams played really hard. Not a lot of easy baskets out there. In the second half, they drove the ball really hard at us in the last couple minutes. I thought we should have been doing that more, but still, we were getting the looks out of the middle ball screen, but it came up empty on them.
You guys talked a lot about playing 40 minutes. Did you feel that was there tonight, or is this just a problem that this team has to find a way to overcome?
No, I think you got to describe playing 40 minutes. I don't think there's any question our guys want to win and they play hard. They play, and Kentucky's a really good basketball team. We had a big breakdown on the three. We over-rotated on the baseline, but that was them driving the ball really hard at the basket, and it wasn't because of lack of effort. It was because we really did a really good job of defending the three, better than we did last game. But that one play, and he made a nice pass to it, but we didn't execute that last three that they got the way we needed to. And but it's the kind of game we expected. We came here and our guys are really disappointed. We think that we can are as good as anybody that we play on any given night, but you can't make the mistakes we made. And again, we need some of those baskets at the rim to take the pressure off the perimeter guys. We've got to get some of them.
Yeah. Rick, why do you think those shots were being missed tonight that close from JP, Dwayne, especially through the second half? And how do you get those guys to a level of consistency?
I wish I knew. I do. I don't have an answer for you right now. I wish I did. But we got to believe in them, and they got to believe in themselves, and we got to take what they give us, and that's what they were giving us, and we just didn't finish it.
Rick, kind of going along those lines, just going along those lines, the offensive rebounding advantage that you guys did have tonight didn't quite translate into those second half points. And I know a lot of that was the bigs getting the ball and kicking it back out to the perimeter. But what was the biggest reason why those recycled possessions didn't lead to more second chance points?
Well, one, I thought we had some looks at it, but still, our post guys need to score some for us. We had no post game whatsoever a year ago, and we think we have one now. Felix hadn't, tonight I don't know what he played, but he hadn't practiced really, and not that that's not making an excuse. It's just that I don't know. I'd have to look at it and see. I do think that the turnovers, we had a couple turnovers at the absolute worst time you could have it. And that we have to fix. Now, we've talked about that enough all year, but I can think of, we got to take care of the ball better, especially when the game is going to get, the game is going to continue to get more and more physical as the year goes on. It's just the way it is, which is fine with me. It is. But our players, some of them have never been in this situation. They have to adjust to it. And but we have to. I just think of the way we turned it over tonight. Kentucky, like any other team we play in the league, doesn't need any help, and those hurt. Those turnovers hurt.
Rick, Dwayne had 12 rebounds tonight, and you give up that big offensive rebound off the missed free throw. I guess down the stretch, why did you go away from Dwayne?
That was my fault. Again, that was my fault. I should have had Dwayne in there. Should have had him in there for that rebound, so I'll take that one.
Coach over here, start off shooting fantastic from the three-point line in the first half, and then don't make any in the second half. When something like that happens, an anomaly like that, what are you telling your guys as far as just keep putting those threes up?
Well, if we could put the first two halves of both of these games together, we'd probably win the national championship. But we haven't, and very teams in the first half that happens. If it had been the other way, I wouldn't have been real concerned about a 4-12. I wouldn't have been with that much time left. Because we would have obviously made the adjustments that Mark made and tried to close that down. But, it was a hard-played game. Both teams played really, really hard. And both teams are really good basketball teams.
Jacoby had 1 point, no assists in the second half. Can y'all be a good offensive team when that's the case?
You got to be better, and that's one of the things I told him at halftime. And He plays hard, and we need him to. I'll say it. I've said it all year. He's got to learn to shoot a mid-range jump shot, and he's got a good one. He's got as good as one anybody in the country, and he's got to learn to do that when he's open. And again, it'll open up so much more for so many other things.
Rick, how different does this one feel compared to the one in Knoxville? And do you think your team will respond the same way?
Oh, they'll respond the same way. This one's. I can take this one. The one in Knoxville, shoot, I wanted to. Took me 2 days to get over it. And I've been doing this a long time, and I can normally let them go pretty quickly, but that was the way we just gift wrapped that one. And but they did what they had to do. They did exactly what they had to do to win the game. This is exactly how we thought the game. Even when we were up, you knew it was going to settle into coming down to a last minute play, and we got to get a better shot than we did there at the end. Got to put a little more pressure on the referees there than we did, but. These guys will bounce back. They've got too much pride. They work too hard. Their work ethic's too good, and we have not reached the ceiling with this team, and that's a good thing right now that we can keep growing.
Coach, back here, sort of going off of that question, the kind of the same game script as the last one, where you had the big lead at halftime, and then Kentucky came back. Is there a different lesson that you take away this time?
Well, again, it was different. We didn't compete the second half in Knoxville. I mean, they out-competed us. Tonight I thought our guys competed for 40 minutes, but the last 20 minutes at Knoxville, we did not compete. So, to me, the two games are two totally different games.
Rick, what was your message to the team after the game, and how would you assess their energy afterwards?
Well, again, how fine a line it is between winning and losing, and how you go back to possessions, one here, one there along the way. And what we'll learn from this, again, I'm seeing it all through my mind right now, is that some of the turnovers we turned over, we can't turn that ball over like we did. We can't, especially in a close game coming down the stretch. But we still have to get more from. We can't continue to miss those shots at the rim. I mean, a couple of them. I got blocked out on a couple of them in transition, but we got to make some layups. We got to make some layups.
Rick, always been on quite a roll for them of late. Could you see anything coming into this one on your scout compared to maybe the last time?
He's playing terrific. They got a guy that at the end of the game, you know what they're going to do, and obviously he's one of the guys that are going to put it in his hand, and he drives it really hard. I mean, Bishop Boswell's a good defender. That's a really good battle going on there, and he drives it with force, and really good player of the year candidate. He's playing at that level, and he's a guy that there's no secrets. They're going to try to get it to him when it counts. All right, thank you.